Hi, I'm Alex. I'm a volunteer at the Amy Winehouse Foundation.
Hi, I'm Claire, and I also volunteer for the Amy Winehouse Foundation. I go into schools and talk about, I guess, how I felt in school and issues with self-esteem, mental health, and how it led me to go down the path of taking drugs and alcohol. It's just great to be able to give back and use like the bad experience for something good.
I think people tend to think that if you have issues with drugs and alcohol that you must have had like a bad life, bad upbringing, like a lot of trauma in your life, and that just really wasn't the case for me.
I was pretty much the same as you, Alex. Like, my parents were very supportive. There was nothing looking out, like if you were looking in on my life, there'd be nothing that you'd be like, oh, that's why she went down that path.
Substance abuse can sort of stem from all walks of life. It's one of the things that doesn't discriminate, it doesn't matter who you are.
I guess I was always quite like a shy person. I didn't know how to deal with life, so I guess I used drugs and alcohol as a coping mechanism.
I used to compare to people. I used to think, oh, I need these people to like me. The people pleasing thing sort of came in. The drugs just sort of just shut my mind up essentially, where I just, the voice of saying, oh, you're not enough, or they're better than you, their life's better than you. All these things that I know now are not true. I didn't really know, I guess, how to love myself. So I thought if other people, if I'm feeling it with all sort of like external fake love from other people, then I don't have to look at myself, sort of thing.
I don't think I had any love for myself, and it was almost like just self-destruction and like actually not caring what happened to me.
It's all you want to do. So your mind will just put how bad it really was out of your mind and think, kind of trick you and lull you into a false sense of security and in thinking, oh, maybe just one will be okay. We can't do one. Believe me, it would be great if it was different, but that's just the reality of it.
I got to about 26 and I was like, I just had enough. Like, the consequences had got enough. It got to that point where I was like, well, how do I have a conversation with someone without being high or drunk? How do I go to the shop? How do I do anything? I was so in denial for so long because I was young. I was like, no, I'm just having fun. I think you really have to ask yourself, is it fun anymore?
I'll be completely honest, it was fun at the start. And anyone who's taken drugs or been addicted to drugs, they wouldn't keep taking them if they weren't good. But it gets to that point where the lines become blurred and it just doesn't become fun anymore. And then you realise that you actually cannot stop because, they've almost like woven into your persona. Like, you don't know who you are without them. It's kind of realising that there are people around that are willing to listen, willing to help. We're kind of living proof that this stuff works.